Hello, you lovely people. Welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video, you can watch your star sign forecast for the week July 14th to July 20th, 2025. And if you happen to be interested in a personal reading, you can always go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below, and you are seeing it onto your displays right now. And have a look at my very front page, all the list of my services and also their pricing. Now, with that said, let's jump right away to your forecast. This reading is going to cover Aquarius Sun, Moon, and also Aquarius Rising. So if it happens that you're born under the Aquarius sign, then you can take from the reading the stuff that you're going to have to handle going through the week. While if you are Aquarius Moon, then you can take from the reading how you're gonna feel going through all these stuff that you gotta handle going through your week. And if you are rising Aquarius, then you can take from the reading what is going to be the best way to handle with all these stuff around. So watching for all three of yours should give you a pretty good idea what week you are going to have ahead. And let me finish with laying down the cards. And we are getting into it. So the first one here represents the topic of your week and the environment. And we do have, unfortunately, the Tower card. Oh man, so I think that all right, well, there is no sugarcoating this. There is no way around it to be said, but the Tower card shows that this is going to be a week where something you are trying to bring to life, figuratively speaking, that is, like a project, like a plan, what I sense it is that we are going to have a travel or inheritance that you may be trying to acquire is going to give you a really, really hard time, or the people that are involved in it are going to give you really hard time. And the way you think the things are going to move forward with this either travel, adventure, or an inheritance are not going to be possible. Whatever you are building in this department is going to crumble down, and you're going to have to start from the very, very beginning building it again. Now, there is a unpleasant part to it, obviously, all your efforts thrown out of the window, but there is also a very positive one. Usually the Tower card, it's a transformation. Like, I mean, look at it. The tower is sitting on a hill. The hill is a symbol of the spiritual growth one has, and the tower tops it, so it stops the spiritual growth right there, right then. Not to mention that the tower itself, it's kind of narrow, isn't it? I mean, there isn't much room to grow in it. So the foundation is small, the build is small, and if it is brought down through the lightning, which represents a flash of insight or a bolt of action, then you can start anew, build a bigger hill, build a bigger or wider, I should say here, a spiritual growth as a foundation, and then build something more immense than the enterprise that you are building right now. So safe to say here for Aquarius, their plans are not going to turn to merit at all, and they're going to have to start from scratch. We are going to have to start from scratch because I am rising Aquarius into something. But the good thing is that this restart, this refresh, is going to have a very cleansing and healing effect upon our lives. And for another example, say that it is a relationship, this energy could shatter your relationship to pieces, but you can pick up those pieces. You both can pick up those pieces and reattach them. This time around, however, in a way that you would love seeing them, rather than in a way that they had merged together on their own accord. Now, what is going to work against us as an Aquarius? It is a Seven of Pentacles, so that is going to be an immense effort to stay in the game with the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Seven of Pentacles represents the balance in between the giving and taking, and obviously there isn't going to be much of a balance as is going to work against us. So we're definitely going to have to give far more than we have gave before to start building up our tower, right? That enterprise, that just to schedule and plan that travel, or to make sure that we are in the will of someone. And I think I forgot to mention, but all this is going to start with the argument within the family. All right, all this is going to start within an argument within the family. Probably someone is going to think that we are either selfish, or that we are either taking way too much, and kaboom, this is going to initiate a snowball, a chain reaction that is going to make the one that is writing the will, or is planning the travel, to reconsider, to reschedule, to restructure it, that it is not in our favor. So everything we did by that point falls down, and we have to start new, and you know, all these unpleasantries. But we can definitely get back into the game. We can definitely recover from it. It's just going to take so much more effort than we are used to, and probably than we think that it's worth it. We're going to look whether it's going to worth it or not in the last couple of cards. But for now, it does look like that we are going to be in a severe disadvantage throughout the week. Now, what is going to help us is the Grant of Triumph. We have the Chariot. There isn't much to be said about it by now, other than a couple of things. We can handle everything on our own. We definitely do not need any help whatsoever. And if we do have the determination and the will to push forward, we can accomplish the results we wish. So we can, despite the handicap, and that is going to be a big handicap, all right? But despite the handicap, at the end, we can still fulfill our wishes. And by the way, yes, it is a handicap, but the way that the tower was structured, we could have never accomplished our wish. Never. We may have been able to come close to it, but never to its full extent. Now, actually, these conflicts with the family are giving us, or are serving us, as a very big favor. And through the restart, we now can triumph to the full extent. We can beat the odds. No problem, right? And this is going to make us feel very fulfilled and very, very proud of ourselves. And it's going to make us, to top it all off, a self-sufficient. So if there are some family members that we don't want to see ever again, we don't have to at all. And the week here is going to wrap up for us with the Knight of Wands. Okay, so that kind of shows that this triumph that we are going to be able to conclude throughout the week is going to open us a lot of options, available, a lot of enterprising ways how to move forward, ways how to invest, for example, that inheritance, or places that we can go to, the new plan of travel, hotels, and or people that we can bring in. You know, I'm just speculating here, but the Knight of Wands shows that we are going to have a lot of options in front of us that we can choose from, which every single one of them is going to work. Now, some are going to work to lesser extent than others, and that is why it's going to be important whenever we are satisfied with an option, we should take it rather than seek for someone that is slightly more perfect. Because Knight of Wands, it's a card working on an impulse. We're going to have a very strong impulse by the end of the week, but moving forward into the future, this impulse is going to wane down. And as waning down, we are going to start feeling more and more burned out, to a point where we're just not going to care whether we can capitalize on this rebuild that we do have here, on this transformation, this purge, or not. And it's going to be a shame going through all that and not capitalizing on it afterwards. Another thing with the Knights of Wands is that once we pick up the option, we are going to have the energy and the enthusiasm to see it all the way through. So there will be no walking away from our benefits, you know, from our earnings, from our yields, and so on and so forth. And through that card, we may find a very unlikely alliance as well. So with that said, Aquarius, that was our weekly reading. Now, hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it just as much as I did. And if you do, you can subscribe for the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel the need to. And if you think that this can help someone you can share the video with them as well. Other than that, hopefully we're going to see each other next time, and until then, bye.